Hi there, welcome to GrainTV. It's Monday, November 9th. We had a lot of selling on the grain market. Let's take a look at the grain hedge trading platform and see where we closed. In Chicago, wheat was the leader to the downside, losing 21.5 cents a bushel. We're hovering right around that $5 benchmark. Corn was off 6.25 cents, while beans in Chicago managed to only lose 1 penny on the day. Some of the news that was out this morning: first of all, China did buy some more beans. That was supportive. They bought 126,000 metric tons, as announced by USDA in their morning reporting system. The other news that was really driving the wheat market was a outlook for better rains in Russia. The next 5 days look very promising in terms of that dry wheat crop receiving some beneficial moisture, and that really took its toll on the wheat market throughout much of the trading. This was a market that really just wanted to go lower. Let's take a look at the wheat chart. The key point I want to point you to is this 501.5 mark that we have seen throughout the DEES futures contract being a pivotal price point. We've seen it both as support back in the summer. We've seen it both as resistance here lately, and even a week ago it was still providing underlying support for this market, and that in essence is where we closed at today, closing the board at 501.75, just a hair above that 501 benchmark. So look for that tomorrow if you're trading the wheat market, to make sure to see if we're going to hold that as support or whether we're going to break that and potentially move sharply lower. Let's take a look at some of the other news that came out, and big on the list was export inspections reported by USDA. This too is a mixed bag. We saw corn at an exceptionally disappointing 295,000 metric tons, well below expectations of 475 to 600. Soybeans just barely topping 2 million metric tons, falling a little bit below expectations, and wheat coming in a respectable but nothing to get excited about 282,000 metric tons. Tomorrow will be USDA's November supply and demand report. Expectations are running pretty moderate for a slight revision, both in production and higher stocks for the U.S. Let's take a look at the ending stock figures that are being expected by traders as we go into that report. The corn expectation for ending stocks looks to be 1.597 billion bushels, up from 1.561 in October. Beans up slightly at 436, and wheat up slightly at 877. All of these numbers reflect analysts looking for very modest improvements in yield. If you look at the average guesstimate for yield on corn, it goes from 168 to 168.4. In the case of beans, from 47.2 to 47.5. So this could set up a really big move if the USDA gives us a really big revision, either to the downside or the upside in terms of production, because most people are right in the middle looking for very little change from October's WASDE report. So keep that in mind. That report comes out at 11 o'clock Central Time. Follow us on Twitter if you are a Twitter user. At GrainTV is our handle. We will be tweeting those market reports as they come out, as well as our insights about what's driving the market. Have a great day and trade safely.